Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. This video for Monday, September 12th, 2011 is brought to you by Realtic. Alright, let's get right into the mix here. Markets are hovering near the lows of the day. This is the key line to watch right here, this one in white. This is the 114.50 level. We're basically right on it right now. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see exactly where it comes from. This pivot low on the 6th of September. And if you zoom out even more, you also have a major pivot little level right here going all the way back to August 26th. So very, very clearly you can see that this is the level to watch at this point, the 114.50 level. And again, we are starting to break a little bit below it. Now, whether or not we break below and hold below is really what you're watching here, folks. If you want to know where the market's going tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day after that, watch this level. If you close below here today, at the end of the day, if the SPY ends somewhere below the 114.50-40 level, that means that the markets, again, most likely will break lower. Again, it's not going to be an everyday type massive breakdown, but you're going to chop lower and continue on the downside, probably back to the 110.27 level, which if we go to the daily chart, you can clearly see is the double bottom right here. And again, notice the chart here. Look at the daily chart here. You have a connecting low through these pivots, and really the lower one is the one you're really watching now. And if I zoom out or just zoom in just a little bit right there, connecting that pivot low right to here and then to right to here, you can see we have gapped below and we're holding below that trend line. And again, that does tell us that the markets are in a very precarious position right now where they may be on a breakdown path. Now again, we'll see where this market closes today. If we can hold the 114.50 level and close between 114.50 and 115 and a quarter, then I have a neutral ranking on the market between those two levels on the SPY. A close below 114.50, the market should go lower very, very soon, if not as early as tomorrow, continuing down. And if we get above 115.25 by the close, then you have a bullish stance on the market for the next few days. This is options expiration. You know it's going to be whippy and wild. Today is no exception. Take a look at the intraday chart again. The markets, again, gapped down to the 114.50. I talked about that as being a buy in the intraday stock chat. The markets zoomed right up beautifully. We went all the way to gap fill right here, folks, and notice the markets are breaking down as we speak below the 114.50, but we went all the way to gap fill. That was the short. I called out the short right there. We made some good money as it came down. Markets come all the way back down, bounce up, and now are trading back down. So it's a very volatile moving market right now, ups, downs, and all arounds as they try to figure out, as the market tries to figure out exactly where it's going. By the way, see this red candle right here? Look at the 1-2 upside bar in spirit of bear flag that's now playing out to the downside. Where are you going to go here if you continue down? Which again, it does appear we're near a breakdown here. Again, remember, it's a closing basis, but right now this bodes very bearish for the markets over the next couple days that we are trading down here. If you want to know where your next support level is going to be on the charts intraday, it's going to be down here, 113.80 to 85. That will be your support level to watch. If you get down there, that will be a scalping opportunity, possibly even a long play for a one-day move, maybe for a move up if we get there. But nonetheless, I'd probably just keep it at scalping intraday short term at this point so we don't risk hurting ourselves in our wallets, right? It's all about protection in this market environment, guys. There's a reason why I'm 96, 97% in cash with my subscribers in the research center and in the intraday stock chat. All right, there's a reason why this, because we were sensing that the volatility was going to be up, down, and all around. And if you look at the charts here, guys. I mean, look at this market. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Very clearly, you can see that the markets are just chopping around. Now, we're nearing a breakdown, and I sensed that as well. We also have a pivot cycle date right around here as well that was telling us we could have a breakdown, and that appears to be the case as well. Now, if we go to this chart right here, take a look at this, guys. You now, again, assuming we close below this line, this is a head and shoulder pattern. Again, shoulder, head, and shoulder. Neckline right there, we're now below that neckline. Assuming this candle closes below here, you have a head and shoulder pattern that is in play on the markets now. All right, and again, that's based on a close. Well, we're going to have to really watch these closes today. This is going to be a pivotal day. I talked about Monday last Friday as being the pivotal day here, and it sure is turning out to be that. It's a matter of whether or not the market's going to break down sharply or go back up a little bit. Ultimately, we are going to head down, but the question is, again, do we do it starting really today with a breakdown of the head and shoulders pattern here, or are we going to have a little bit of a minor bounce short term? Bottom line is this. There's a free trial of the Research Center. Get involved now. There's a social side. Again, as a free trial, you're not going to have access to that, but as soon as you become a full-fledged member, you get access to talk to all the other traders there. Again, there's constant posting. I'm constantly posting on the feed. You can read what everyone else is saying, respond, talk, get to know other traders in your area all over the world. In fact, we have members everywhere in the world, Australia to Europe to Japan to China, you name it, all over the United States as well, and Canada and Mexico. It spans the world. Come join here. Free trial, 7 days. See what we do and make money with the pros. And again, the key is this, not necessarily about making a lot of money right now. It's about how do you not be exposed to the market here as it drops. And that's what we did, folks. And again, if you got hit because you had some long positions out there, you should have been with the Research Center members and been basically almost 100% in cash at this point. 96, 97% is what I'm in. I have a couple small caps out there that I like longer term. That's about it at this point. All right, now let's go to the intraday chart again. Markets, again, are hovering just below this line, but notice how they're trying to save it here. They're trying. You have to tip your cap to the market and the PPT, Plunge Protection Team, right now. They are trying, but again, all the downside right now is stemming from what's going on in Europe. Europe debt woes, Greece possibly, defaulting down the line. People are worried about that. The euro continues to be very, very weak. Remember, the dollar moves inverse to the market. So if the dollar's going up, markets are going down. So what do you think that means for the markets today, that they're down? And again, they're not down huge, but they're down decently. That means the dollar should be up, right? Well, take a look at that. The UUP is the dollar ETF. Let's get that chart up. There we go. And look at the dollar. Highs of the day. What is the market doing? And the market's at the lows of the day. So you can see that kind of coordination with the dollar in the opposite direction that the markets have, and the markets are being controlled by the dollar. I want everyone to be clear. It's not the markets that are controlling the dollar. It's vice versa. The dollar controls the markets. Okay? So that's what we're seeing right there on the dollar. Gold is very interesting as well because gold is getting slaughtered today. And I found this fascinating. Obviously, the dollar's higher, but frankly, when the panic is there, you generally think that the gold trade would be soaring. It's not. It's the opposite. Gold is getting wrecked today. So there's really no safe area. The only safe area, believe it or not, is a couple tech stocks out there. Intel. Intel is positive today, which is very impressive. We're seeing semis, actually. If you look at the SMH, take a look at the SMH here. SMH is basically flat on the day. Here's where it closed on Friday. Look at where it's currently trading. So, again, for a market where the Dow is down, Dow's down 25, 26 points. Dow is down 150. S&P's down about 16. The SMH is really holding up. Intel, one of the key components there. Dell is also kind of just about flattish on the day, down about 14 cents. But again, that's where the strength is coming from. Other key tech players that have been a little bit stronger that are getting a little bit weaker now. Amazon was positive for a good chunk of the day, but has now come down. Guess where the scalping level, guys? Right here. You get to a double bottom on Amazon, scalp long that play. That's going to be a fantastic play if you can get it there. Just as a scalp. Remember, scalps are day trades. I'm just talking day trades right now. You want swing trades, you come join the Research Center. If you want day trades and swing trades, you come join the Intraday Stock Chat. We give them all there. We give live analysis. You see live charts. And again, there's a 7-day free trial to the chat, 7-day free trial to the Research Center. Come check us out at inthemoneystocks.com. All right, guys, let's just go right back to the spiders here. And again, spiders now moving a little bit lower. It looks like this market may be in breakdown mode. Remember, scalp on the spiders, 113.80 to 85. That'll be a bounce play. And again, I'll be waiting there in the Intraday Stock Chat to trade it. Have a great afternoon, great evening. And again, join us here at In the Money Stocks. Take a free trial. Take care.